So let's talk Killing Floor 2 microtransactions. So earlier this week, Killing Floor 2 updated with the Z Economy patch. This patch added a new perk, Gunslinger, new weapons, 2 new maps, a new/old boss, the Patriarch.
I'm back, and I've got some new tricks.
And lastly, Payday 2/Counter-Strike style in-game item system. So, what is meant by this? Well, approximately once every 18 hours of gameplay, you will have a drop. This drop can either be an item, such as a cosmetic or a weapon, or a crate. Each crate has to be opened with the relevant USB key. When you get a weapon, it will be one of a varying quality, from all paint scratched off to mint condition. When I first saw that Killing Floor 2 was adding this system, I was not very happy. Killing Floor 1, while having a very large variety of DLCs, was fairly good at balancing the amount of bang for buck. One DLC would give you 4 weapons or 4 skins. This was well priced, and you did not feel like you was missing chunks of the game for not having every skin. Most people tended to go for the characters that they enjoy playing the most. Killing Floor 2 new Z Economy is more akin to microtransactions, and while it is true you can go through an entire saga of Killing Floor 2 without spending an extra penny, there will always be microtransactions hanging over you. I have never been a fan of the old microtransactions, and Killing Floor 2 is no exception. When you pay £20 for a game, you expect to get everything you pay for to be present, not behind a paywall. On the other hand, we have seen that games like Team Fortress 2, Counter-Strike Global Offensive and Payday 2, that the model Tripwire have copied is very popular. People will spend money trying to get the best equipment possible, and end up emptying their bank accounts. While this is not much of a problem for the prices are reasonable, the items in Killing Floor 2 are very expensive, as with Upload. I would have left it there normally, however it is fair to discuss what I found in the Tripwire forums. As you can see, Yoshiro, who is a Tripwire dev, has shed some light on why they are doing microtransactions. It is an interesting read, however I will pull the important bits out. Link is in the description. He starts by explaining why microtransactions over DLCs. Fees and more fees. When a dev sells a piece of DLC, everybody takes a cut. This is very important if you're a small game company, which Tripwire is in the grand scheme of things. The store, often Steam, the credit card company, other third parties may be a part of your licensing agreement and revenue sharing. This tends to mean DLC prices have to go up for the cost to be worth it for the dev team. Some may recall that KF1 DLC prices went up at one point. With microtransactions, those fees tend to be taken up front when the money is loaded onto the system, in this case Steam Wallet, and any further purchase via the game store does not include any more fees taken out and thus more revenue for the devs. Again, this shows us how much money is actually lost with small amounts of DLC. He goes on to explain why they are selling stuff after purchase at all. With Red Orchestra 1, we kept updating the game with free content to the point where we realised we were almost bankrupt as a company because we were not seeing a return on investment from new purchases of the game. Now, free content, in my opinion, is the most valuable thing a game gives you. It keeps you invested in the game you are playing. However, it is completely understandable that it makes little to no money. He then goes on to say, with Killing Floor 1, we were at the point where we were paying much closer attention to the money flow, and were ready to drop support of the title. Then we decided to experiment with the character DLCs. Those DLCs, and those that flowed, allowed us to support KF1 for an additional 3 years, which included tons of free content, textures and features. Which again is very true. Finally, and most importantly, he says that, to add to that, games cost a lot of money to make. And for such a small company as Tripwire, Getting as much bang for buck is so important, and I can fully understand that the company, at the end of the day, is there to make money. The purpose of this video is really to say that, yes, I do not fully support Tripwire's actions with Killing Floor 2. Hell, Tripwire as a company has recently dropped in my list of favourite developers. I feel that the state that Red Akesha 2 is in is unforgivable. However, I do value the company and want to see them progress, and hopefully see them into the future as an amazing game developer. I am really looking forward to Rising Storm 2, although that does not directly a Tripwire game. And Red Akesha 2 sequels are definitely something I want. I think people, yes, that means you, needs to understand that to keep Killing Floor 2 and Tripwire, we need to support them. Now, I'm not saying spend all your money on items, however, accept that the system is there to stay. Let me know what you thought of the Killing Floor Z economy down in the description below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This has been Iron Bloke, and until the next time, I'll see you then.